Okay, guys, so we are talking about the digestive system. Overall, we want you to be able to name the parts of the digestive system, what they do, and how they relate to other body systems. So, in this section, we are going to be talking about organs and parts of the digestive system. So, we're going to start with, in general, what are the organs of the digestive system? You've got the same picture, and you should be labeling it. First off, you've got the esophagus. That's what you normally think of as your throat, where you swallow things. It goes down your esophagus to your stomach. And stomach, here is where you get a lot of physical, like mechanical digestion. And then you've got your pancreas, which we'll go into more detail later. There's a rectum down here at the bottom for collecting waste. You've got your small intestine, your large intestine, and finally your liver. So those are the main parts, and now we're going to go through each one and talk about what they do. So first off, digestion really starts in your mouth with saliva, which is a fluid in your mouth that contains lots of enzymes and chemicals that starts the digestive process. These enzymes are basically a kind of protein and they speed up chemical reactions, which allows them to easily break down food. So on your diagram, you're going to label the tongue because that's an active part of moving food around inside your mouth, which is mechanical digestion. You've got the epiglottis, that part of your in the back of your throat that hangs down, molars, which help to crush food, and you've got salivary glands that are back here underneath the tongue, and those salivary glands obviously produce saliva. So, your stomach. Your stomach, move that out of the way. Your stomach is a J-shaped muscular pouch. It's located in your abdomen. As you eat, your stomach actually expands to hold food. Most of your chemical and some mechanical, or most of your mechanical and a little bit of chemical digestion happen here. Most of what the stomach does is squishing and breaking things up and twisting and turning and doing that sort of thing. So it's mostly physical digestion. The pancreas is a triangular organ that sits up here at the top between the stomach and the first part of the small intestine. It's where it makes all the enzymes that are going to flow into the small intestine to help you break down starches, proteins, and some fats. Mostly it's going to be starches and proteins. The fats primarily get dissolved by a different chemical. So this pancreas right here is between your stomach and your small intestine. It is a very funky looking sort of triangular, odd shaped little organ that's in there that basically produces enzymes for you. Then you've got your small intestine. Move me out of the way. So the small intestine is where most of the chemical digestion happens. So the enzymes are breaking stuff down and you're absorbing them into your bloodstream. It's where most of the nutrients get absorbed. And you can see over here, this is sort of an example showing some of the parts of your digestive system. And there it goes. So let's go back. So you've got your colon here, which is sort of helping to hold on to wastes. Your appendix is actually part of your small intestine. And the other one is the cecum here, which is basically where it goes from being the small intestine to being the large intestine. And so here's a great diagram. This shows the small intestine. There's all these folds. Inside the folds are all these little waves. That's cilia there. They fold the fold in the small intestine wall. And then these are the villi, which are these little pieces that stand up here are called villi. And they all have all of these little hairs on there that are one cell thick so that the nutrients can get into them and then go to the bloodstream. So then you've got your liver. Your liver is like a chemical factory. It produces lots of things for your body. Basically, it produces bile is the big one. And that bile breaks down fats. And it's super important for the breaking down of fats. Let me move that. So you've got your liver here is producing bile, which breaks down fats. Bile gets stored in the gallbladder. And then when you eat something that has a lot of fat in it, your body will pull the bile out of that or out of the gallbladder into the small intestine to help break down all those fats. So this is your large intestine. Oops. It mostly just absorbs water because by that point all the nutrients have pretty much been pulled out. What's left over is mostly waste and water. And so this is your transverse colon up here. It's the part that goes across the top. And then your rectum down here, which is obviously where the wastes are getting stored before they become eliminated. So those are the primary large parts of the digestive system. And don't forget to take your notes and label all your diagrams.